Hi guys! For today's video, I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I'm actually going to be talking about the 10 best themed theme amusement parks in America. So I'm not just talking about the 10 best parks. I'm talking about the actual 10 best parks that are the best themed. And by themed, I mean like a park that may have like a central theme to it, but traditionally it's going to be a park with several different themed areas around the park. But that park may still have like a central theme to it. But for the purposes of this list, I am not going to be including any of the Disney or Universal parks or like Legoland or Nickelodeon universe. I'm also not going to be including any of the boardwalk beachside parks because those really maybe have a beachy theme, but that's pretty much it. And I'm also not going to be including like the Santa theme park like up in New Hampshire or the one in Cherokee. They're very well themed, but they're just themed around Santa Claus, and this list is just gonna be more of the more major parks or parks that mostly have several different themed areas. So these are going to be the parks that are the best well done, the best well themed parks out there. So I definitely hope you enjoy this video. At my number 10 spot of best themed theme parks is Cedar Point, located in Sandusky, Ohio. This is a really pretty park. However, as far as theming goes, there's not really a lot. However, one area in particular that does stand out to me to make it on this list is the Frontier Town section of the park, which is located back where Steel Vengeance and Maverick are. This area reminds me like an old west frontier town. The theming, especially in this particular section, is really nice. Plus, they have the little walk through the little frontier village where they have like the glass blower shop, and then they have like the wood carving shop. Like in this picture here, it's super nice. And it just that extra added touch, the extra theming that we do see here at Cedar Point. Along with it's just, it is a really beautiful park in the personal setting along Lake Erie, and how bright the coasters are could also go with some theming, the lake kind of vibe, I guess, for theming there. The theming here is not really strong. It does not carry out throughout the whole park. So that's why I don't have Cedar Point ranked higher. At my number 9 spot is Mount Olympus Theme Park, which I'm not a big fan of this theme park. However, it does have some decent theming going on here. So it's based on ancient Greek mythology in ancient Greece. And it's named after the mountain in Greece where the gods were said to live, Mount Olympus. And the entrance plaza is really nice, like Greek architecture, a lot of the signs around the property. And each coaster is like you've got Cyclops, Pegasus, you got Zeus, Hades. So they're all Greek mythology based names. It's not a real big park. It's not exactly the nicest park ever either. However, the theming here really makes it stand out. They took the Greek theme and they went with it. Now, it's not done throughout the park. Like, the theming ain't like park wide. Like, you see it everywhere. It just pops up like here, like on the go-kart track, or like, by the entrance gates, or in the names of the attractions especially. But like you won't see all the theming like exactly in every queue and stuff like that. So that's why I have it at number 9 and can't rank it any higher than that. For my number 8 best themed theme park, I am going with Worlds of Fun, located in Kansas City, Missouri. I'm not really sure why more people don't actually talk about this park because of its theming. There's actually, this is a theme park, and it is themed to around the world in 80 days, and there's different sections of the world. They have like the Africa, Americana, Europa. I believe they have an Orient section, Scandinavia, and of course Planet Snoopy, since this is a Cedar Fair park. Like, look at this Nordic Chaser. Like, the Nordic theming on this ride is really cool. In the Scandinavia section, I think the theming is really strong. And then here we have the Autobahn, which is a bumper cars ride, but look how cool the little entrance hut thing is. And it's called Autobahn, so it's like after the German Autobahn highway. You got like Mamba in the Africa section, and Mamba is obviously a snake found in Africa. There's definitely some decent ride theming and actual sections, so you can actually tell this is a theme park and not just an amusement park because the sections, like here's Zulu, as you could tell, this is definitely African safari themed ride. So I think that's definitely really cool. The Worlds of Fun does have all this theming. Some of its theming I think does lack a little bit, but regardless, it's very well themed in my opinion. And my number 7 spot is Hershey Park, located in Hershey, Pennsylvania. So basically, this this park is themed around like Hershey's chocolate, Hershey's candy. So, this park has a lot of rides basically themed to that. You have the Triple Tower, which I think is really cool with their theming. You got like the Hershey's, the Reese's, and the Hershey's Kisses Tower. So I think that's really cool. Their height categories are actually themed based on candies. I know they do like Hershey's, Reese's, Kisses, miniatures, Twizzlers. So that's really cool. They do have different themed sections, and some of the rides are themed, like, the Triple Towers that I was talking about, but other rides, not really themed. And then some sections have a little bit stronger theming than others, and I feel like they've done more to theme, like the new area of the park called Hershey's Chocolate Town. I feel like they've actually going to do a lot of theming there. It looks pretty well themed, but other places not so much. But they do have their little like mascot candies walking around. I know they do the Hershey's bar, the Kiss, and the Reese's chocolate chip, which is really cute. So Hershey Park, the overall theme I think is really cute. It's really good. Oh, and then they do have a zoo too, which is neat. Most parks don't have that. And some rides are very well themed, going along with the Hershey's theme. However, other rides just are not themed, and other sections of the park just do not have that strong theming with them, really. So that's why I can't really put Hershey Park higher than number 7. At my number 6 spot is Knott's Berry Farm. And this is definitely the best themed of these Cedar Fair parks. So we have 4 main themed areas, and they are Ghost Town, Fiesta Village, the Boardwalk, and Camp Snoopy, and all of these areas are very well done. There is a lot of theming here at Knott's Berry Farm. Like in the Ghost Town, you even have craftsmen demonstrating like the blacksmith, wood carver, and then you have like the old ghost town which is based on the Calico Ghost Town, which is really cool. Fiesta Village, a pop culture Mexican theme. The Boardwalk, which is based on, classic Boardwalk. It's got rides like Hang Time, which even the name is like surf themed. So some theming there. And of course, you have the Snoopy area, which is Snoopy themed. So all in all, this is a very well themed park. It is a very well done. Each area has strong theming, and the rides have strong theming as well. And I do really like this park, and it's very pretty. But I do have 5 parks that I think are done just better than this, though. Moving into the top 5, and I actually had a really hard time with the top 5 deciding what order to put these parks in, because I think they're all very well themed parks. And if you definitely think the order's wrong, prefer one over the other, you're not wrong, because they're all great parks. They're very well themed. But number 5 spot, I did decide to put Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri. Now, Silver Dollar City is an absolutely gorgeous park, and it's based on an 1880s themed experience. So with the down-home charm, the old-time days, and there's a cave at the property, and it's set in a gorgeous setting near Table Rock Lake. And like the Fireman's Landing section, you've got all the firefighter and fireman themed stuff. Like here is what's labeled as the fire company, next to what's labeled as the old barber shop. There's so much old west or old time theming here. Literally everywhere you look, and all the rides are themed as well. You have the Grand Exposition section as well, like a Wilson's Farm, where there's like a farm, pretty much, a Main Street, Riverfront, Outlaw Run. That coaster's based on an outlaw. Time Traveler, like you're going back in time when you're visiting Silver Dollar City. And there's several different demonstrations they do here as well. To keeping with that theming, you can watch pottery, leather, knives, a mill. Yeah. So literally when you go here, you feel like you are stepping back in time. Everything is just so well done to keep in with this old 1880s theme. Look, here's the jail. They do have shows as well here, like Old Time Story Time, the Homestead Pickers. So this is a very well done, very well themed park. I don't have anything bad to say about this park. It's very well done. And it's just very well themed, for sure. And my number 4 spot for best themed theme parks is Holiday World, located in Santa Claus, Indiana. And the theming here is it's basically based around all of the holidays. But instead of some parks that are just based around Christmas, this park has Christmas, 4th of July, Halloween, and Thanksgiving. So a lot of different holidays. And the theming here is top notch around these holidays. Like every ride is themed to the holiday, and then the whole sections are as a whole. Even when you walk through the different sections, you'll notice like the music will change. You go to Halloween section, it feels kind of creepy. And you go to 4th of July, it's like very patriotic. There's even Santa here that you can meet and see. Like for rides, for example, like the Hallow Swings, Halloween themed, Frightful Falls, Halloween themed, Scarecrow Scrambler. In the 4th of July section, you have like the Liberty Launch, the Revolution. Thanksgiving, you have Gobbler Getaway, the Turkey Whirl, the Voyage. And even their water park is actually themed as well to, it's called Splash and Safari. So like safari animals and safari themed, like the cheetah chase. So just this park is very, very well themed. There is theming everywhere, and everything fits along with the theme nicely. which is why I definitely put it at my number 4 spot. And my number 3 spot is Dollywood, located in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Now, I know Dollywood and Silver Dollar City do share a lot of similarities. Dollywood actually used to be called Silver Dollar City. However, the main difference that's going to put Dollywood higher than Silver Dollar City for me is that Dollywood goes above and beyond. Like, Silver Dollar City is based on 1880s. Dollywood has more of the Southern Appalachia theme. Plus, it has like theming around Dolly herself. Like, there's a section where you can go visit a museum that tells about Dolly. Um, Plus, it just has so much other theming, like the Jukebox Junction based on like the 1950s. Like, here's this acorn ride. I mean, how cute is that? I think that's in Wildwood Grove. They have the Craftsman Valley, which has a working grist mill, a chapel, a schoolhouse, the Tennessee Tornado coaster, which themed around, a tornado in Tennessee, which is really cool. The village, the country fair section, which reminds you of a country fair that you would find in this region. Again, Jukebox Junction, which is really cool, and there's even a car outside of an old diner at Jukebox Junction. They have this bear ride, which reminds you of the bears famous in the region. And the whole park is just so well done. Like, you will see theming everywhere. Everything is so well done. Like, the Barnstormer, it's a ride that's by barn, and there's even a windmill. Like, and it's such a pretty park. It's very picturesque. The theming here goes above and beyond what I think Silver Dollar City does, even though both are absolutely wonderful parks. So that's why Dollywood's at number 3. At my number 2 spot is Busch Gardens, Tampa, and it's based upon Africa. It's themed to Africa. Plus, there's a ton of animals here, and they're all African animals. There's several areas of the park where you can do walkthroughs and see the animals, even rides to help you see the animals. And the sections are all Africa sections, and the theming is so well done here. It's so elaborate, and it's an absolutely gorgeous park. It's a really strong theming they have going on here. In sections such as Egypt section, which has a Egyptian marketplace like feel, and the primary attraction there is Montu, which is a B&M invert, and it even has like trenches, which is really cool, and it's named after an Egyptian. I believe it's a falcon god of war, and there's also you have Cobra's curse in this area, which of course would be like a cobra. You have Pantopia, which is a section themed after malls and bazaars of Africa. You have stuff like Falcon's Fury here, like the Pantopia Theater, and Sand Serpent is located in this area. There's a Congo section, which has like the Congo River Rapids, the Jungala section, which more or less features up-close animal encounters, rope bridges, just exploring the jungle life. And plus you have coasters here like Cheetah Hunt that even are animal themed, which I think is so cool and definitely adds to the theming of Busch Gardens, Tampa. And my pick for the number 1 prettiest, best themed theme park in America goes to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, located in Williamsburg, Virginia. Busch Gardens, Williamsburg is such a beautiful park, and it consistently gets voted America's prettiest park, and for a reason. So the theming here is themed to Europe. There's some England theming, and you even have like a Big Ben simulations or Banbury Cross as well. The Globe Theatre, which is a double-sized replica. The Scottish area. You have the Irish area. You have a couple different Italian areas, which are going to feature rides such as Apollo's Chariot, Rheinfeld, Rhineland, Germany. such as Alpengeist, which is themed to a ski lift taken over by the Alpengeist, goes to the Alps. The Oktoberfest section, which is based on Bavarian, Germany, which has rides such as Verbolten and like the Der Autobahn bumper cars. And Verbolten is themed to Brave the Black Forest, which is based upon the Black Forest in Germany. There's also French theming as well. And then you have in the New France section, you have Invader, which is a GCI coaster, which is themed around the Viking invasion of New France. So definitely a lot of European-based theming going on here. And there is some animals, but definitely not as many as there are in Busch Gardens, Tampa. Like they have like the Highland Stables and some wolves and bald eagles here. But they definitely focus more on just the elaborate European experience, which is based more upon European villages, the European themed rides. Definitely not as big of a focus on the animals here, but that doesn't make it any less of a great, absolutely beautiful park. And I think the theming here is so well done. It is very elaborate and it is themed everywhere. So that's why it's my number one pick. And I just want to thank you so much for watching this video, especially if you have watched it all the way through to now. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more great content coming soon. And let me know in the comments below what you agreed with and what you disagree with. Thanks so much for watching.